I just got an Allen, and you're right. We got all four right on time.
Nice.
Love that.
Let's
What's
do it.
up, boys? Good.
What's up, guys? Okay, sweet. Let's get started. So I'm sitting here with Wide Awake, Josiah Davis, Young Prophet, Alan Ward, and Joshua Dorsey joining us. And let's hop into. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, we'll just continue talking. But I'm going to try and play the song, and then we're going to talk about it and other stuff. I just wanted to play the song for everyone real quick. So let me just go here. Let me know if you can hear the audio or not. I think sharing is probably the best way to get it to work. Let me see.
Switch, cut, bitch, give me the potion. Then when I add and subtract me, multiply commas won't give you a potion. Ocean, how I got ocean when I ride on from broken, I'm told. How you fuck with the notion? Then make it hit since we hit the boat. Still holding on. Time to let go of it, but I'm holding. I'm
Toss me the keys to the 8-6. I wouldn't call it a spaceship. Driving from A to B. Back roads where I'ma take it. I pass where I'ma take it. The roads where I'ma slide. Traffic jam, I lied. I wanna take my time. Made a lot of assumptions for you got to know me. Got brothers in abundance that are counting on me. The pressure's more than I realized. Been holding on for dear life. I've been holding on, don't ask.
Damn, you rock, baby. Still fucking with E-Rock says. Guess I'm crazy. No bottles, I just bought land. I'm not lazy. Her daughter was a big fan. I rap, pay me, get rap, crazy, Goldie Rogie. This Cody is OD, yeah, that ass be on me, by my lonely. I'm rockin' OG, while I sit my foggy, back up, Bobby. Just cause I doubt you down me, you know me, not my walkie. Yeah, I'm ballin', can't nobody help me.
Yeah, man. I love that song. We just lost. Like, I think I added him back in. There we go. Yeah. So wow, that's Holding by Wide Awake. I was telling Phil. I was looking into kind of our admin page at Stream, just seeing like kind of the releases we had queued up Tuesday night. I was checking it out and I came across this song and I was like, this is the best thing I've heard in a minute. I was very hyped immediately. And so that's why
Oh man, thank you.
Phil and was like, we gotta make this happen for this Friday. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm curious to kind of hear more about the song and kind of the project as a whole. Maybe I'm wrong, but the immediate influences I'm hearing is like this really reminds me of Brockhampton a lot. Is it safe to say that you guys are Brockhampton fans, or is that offensive? No.
I think it's a mix of a lot of things. So kind of a cosmic gumbo. No, I think that Brockhampton is a big thing. Dreamville is a big thing. There's a lot of it's hard to bring together a group of a ton of different musicians without it kind of sounding similar to a handful of different groups that exist out there. I think that a lot of us grew up loving people like Wu-Tang and Outkast too, stuff like that. So it all conglomerates, I think, into just one thing.
Cool. Yeah, and what was each of your guys' role on the song? Did all you guys rap / sing, or was one of you guys just a producer? What kind of was each of your contributions?
I'll start. I produced the song and I sing on the hook.
Awesome, awesome.
I stumbled upon that hook only demo and laid down my verse. And yeah, that after that, Josiah got inspired and laid down that very first verse,
Mhm.
and Alan hopped on afterwards as well.
Yeah, I think I heard the hook first that JDHD did, and then yeah, I just kind of sent in my verse. So that was it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we to kind of answer maybe a another question that could be had is our project, the Wide Awake album, started as just an internet community coming together to make an album together. So we had probably like 20 to 30 people who had access to the album creation process.
Nice.
There's probably only about 12 people who actually ended up being vocalists, and like 7-ish people that ended up contributing like beats and stuff. And so, yeah, about 20 artists came together to put together this project. And I've been the A&R for the Wide Awake team for a little while here. And so it was just a matter of just pulling it all together. We had it all on Discord. And so it was like different channels where you could drop in a demo and then people could drop in their demos on your demo. And then everybody was just coming together, building off of songs with each other. So I think that, yeah, I think Young Prophet and Alan both saw JDHD's demo, dropped their verses. I was like, this is crazy. So then I dropped. There was like, there's that little section at the beginning before the first chorus. I was like, let me just do a little 8-bar verse here to introduce the song. But I'm still, to this day, I think that I have the third best verse, and I can't get over Young Prophet's or Alan's.
Amazing. Yeah, that's so cool how that all came together. I was looking on the website for Wide Awake, and I saw was Monty at all involved in this project, or was he just at the showcase show?
Monty is our boy. Monty is on a song on the album.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah, because out of but he's also a stream artist. He performed at our New York showcase, I believe, a few months back, and I didn't realize he was looped in with you guys. So that's awesome. So
Yeah.
the project.
Look, he's been a friend of myself and Jason and Phil for a long time, as well as some of the people that are working with Wide Awake as collaborators. Monty is the one who put us on the stream in the first place. So it's Monty.
Amazing. Yeah. Shout out Monty. Great. So and was Phil, you said you're the A&R for this project. Was Phil kind of because he's the one I've been in contact with, was he the original kind of curator, the starter of the whole thing? Is that kind of how it began with him?
Phil started Wide Awake, brought Jason, a creative director, on, and they put together the first showcase. The two of them started we have a discovery program too, where we work with artists one-on-one. They started that. They kind of built everything from the ground up off of the idea that Phil had. And they brought me in after the showcase to kind of handle the discovery program and the music side of things. And so the big passion project I came into the team with was this album. And was just kind of like, all right, let's hit the ground running. Let's figure out how to do this the best way we can with a bunch of people in different time zones and all over the internet. And I think it ended up working out pretty well.
Well, yeah, from this first offering, I'd definitely say so. Yeah, sounds great.
Thank you.
And so it's all, you guys are all across the country, because I saw something about Baltimore, Maryland, or maybe I misread. Was that kind of the exodus of it, or is that where a lot of you guys are based in the East Coast, or is it still kind of spread out?
That's where I'm based right now. I'm not originally from there, but I'm based in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, cool.
I'm based in Reading, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Where are you based, JD?
Right now I'm based in Alexandria, Virginia.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, so we have a lot of DMV area musicians that are all part of not just musicians but also visual artists. Wide Awake is musicians that are up of not just musicians but also visual DMV heavies and specifically Baltimore is where the heart of the kind of nonprofit and organization is. Wide Awake being like a Baltimore thing entity, but the big like long-term goal would be to not just do showcases in Baltimore, but also be able to find artist communities and pockets all across the place. And Wide Awake is both in person in Baltimore and also online for whoever wants to be a part of it. So that's kind of what's happening now. I mean, I'm in Chicago, so that's where I'm born and raised and representing Wide Awake from. I know that we have some people that are on the West Coast, some people that are in Texas, some people, we're all over.
Wow. It's amazing what you guys have built so far. So this is the first official launch, right? Because this thing has been going on for a while. You had that show, I believe it was last March, but this was the first kind of like project release of the entity as a whole, correct?
Yeah, this is the first like music drop. Yeah, I would say that the showcase was definitely like the official brand launch. Phil, our CEO, and Jason have a huge heart for events and doing events. So that, I think, first and foremost, our brand is events, and then we wanted to kind of diversify what Wide Awake can be by being like, let's start a group. Let's drop music. We have all these artists. Why not all collaborate and connect each other to each other? And now we actually have some people that were vocalists on the album working with some people that were producers on the album to make their own albums. So it's like it all works really, really fire. At the end of the day, like everybody just being able to network and collab.
That's awesome. Can you give us any insight about kind of the future of this? Because I saw just browsing on your Instagram, it sounds like you're dropping every couple Wednesdays and it's culminating in an album. Is that fully kind of thought out? You have the whole process behind the scenes, or is that still kind of in the works? Like, what's the future of these next couple releases going to look like?
Yeah. So, candidly, it's not. I mean, we're always kind of figuring it out as we go. But the goal would be for the album to come out in the first quarter of the next year, and for us to, every few Wednesdays, put out a single in preparation of that. So the next single will probably be out in 2 or 3 weeks, and that one will have a couple of new artists on it that we're not on this one. Alan, Young Prophet, and JD are all over the album, so you'll definitely see their names again, absolutely. But the next release is going to be more like a pop R&B kind of joint. So definitely trying to make sure that people tap in with kind of whatever genres they feel attracted to.
Dope. Yeah, and in my conversations with Phil, it sounds like this whole project is going to be through stream, which I'm very pumped about because I think it's the exact type of thing that I really would love that we have. It's very similar, and I feel like what stream is just kind of this new wave of kind of like making music and all this stuff and spreading the word. So I think it's a really awesome partnership. Do you want to go into each of kind of your own individual maybe stories, how you got here? Are you open to talking about that? Alan, you want to start with you? How did you kind of come to this project?
Yeah. So I've been living out here in Baltimore now for about 5, going on 6 years. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As far as kind of how I got involved with this project, was kind of like Josiah said, I applied to be on the showcase, and then kind of just based on the showcase and talking with Phil and Jay and Josiah, we kind of just had some chemistry, and then they were just like, "You want to be on the album?" I was like, "Sure." They started the Discord, sent a bunch of beats, and kind of just any beat I came across, whether it had a hook or some type of verse or something on it, if I was interested in it, I sent in a verse. So like regardless of if I thought the verse was good or not, whether or not I thought I thought I was going to be accepted or be on the album. I was like, this is just honestly just like practice. Like if I submit 30 verses and only one gets accepted, well, that's 29 I got for anything else. So as far as like making music, I've been making music probably for about 6 years now, I'd say. And this is definitely the first time I've done a collaborative album where it's like I'm not just kind of sitting in my verse and then I'm just on like a compilation album. I've been like on a handful of those types of albums. But as far as like an actual album where it's like, okay, we see the growth from start to finish, as far as, okay, these are all the different beats you guys have to choose from. These are all the different drafts and rough drafts that we have that you guys can look over. And then now, kind of like Josiah said, every couple of weeks it'll be kind of like a slow rollout. So it's like, it'll be kind of more like a cohesive project rather than just like a compilation album, if that makes sense. So
Awesome. What about you, Young Prophet?
I'm originally from the Dominican Republic, and I've been living here in Reading, Pennsylvania for about 17 years. I've been making music for roughly 10 years. Along the way, I've gotten acquainted with Josiah and Jay, and we've known each other roughly 7 years, almost the majority of the time that I've been making music.
Yeah. for sure.
I just like to make good music. I appreciate the art, and I care for the art to be pure and unique, and not something regurgitated, but innovative, fresh, something that I know is timeless. Timelessness is key whenever I'm creating something. It's down to the clothes that I wear, just musical decisions that I make, all that stuff. Josiah and Jay were blowing up the group chat one day. Guys, we're doing it. The album. Come join us. I'm like, okay, I'll give in. and I tapped in, and goodness, I mean, the first day I hopped on a beat and made like my own thing. And then literally that same day, the second thing that I moved on to was the holding demo. Lay down that verse. And that's basically how the process was. It's just a lot of just like working, seeing who else did something. Like, oh, that was sick. Let me put a verse on that. And then seeing like other people pile on top of that, and you kind of feel like, okay, he kind of did his thing. Not better me though. But yeah, it was a fun process for sure. You're not getting all of it, by the way. You're not getting all of it. What you end up getting just like a little bit of this. Meanwhile, what we ended up making is like a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. No, that makes sense. And so was it fully remote? It's kind of just somebody made a beat and then you're hopping like, I'm hyped on this, and you submit your verse, and whoever kind of the group decides is the best option is what you go with. Is that kind of okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of sorry. And then JD, you got to tell your story too. But definitely it was just drop whatever you want. So we ended up with somewhere between I don't remember the exact number. It was between 50 and 70. I forget exactly what it was, but a bunch of demos. And then Jason and Phil and I sat down and we listened to all of the demos, and we rated them all 1 through 10 to determine which ones should go on to the next round.
Wow.
I kid you not, the lowest that anything scored was like 8.8. Like it was like everything was so good. And then so we ended up just taking everything that was between like 9.2 and 10, and then passing that on to everybody else. Everybody that didn't get a chance to work on something yet that was in that range got to put more verses onto those things. And then we did a final listening session with everybody where everybody voted. And then we made some executive decisions, but also took into mainly what everybody else had to say, and then kind of presented what the final album was going to look like. And then we got stems from everybody, and now we're going through the mixing process as we go. And are putting out these singles. But I want to hear. I don't even know JDHD's story. I want to hear it.
Okay, so I'm originally from Westminster, Maryland, and I've been making music for a pretty long time. I started when I was 10 years old, and yeah, my uncle's also an artist and a DJ, so I was inspired by him. And so I just started releasing my music back in 2019 or 2020. And yeah, I met Phil on social media, and he was trying to get artists for the showcase back in March. And so I signed up to be in the showcase. That's how I met the whole Wide Awake team. And from there, I had seen they had posted about making an album on Instagram, and I was like, I'd always wanted to be part of something like that. So I was, I was excited. I instantly was on board because it was kind of like I don't know. I think Josiah mentioned it. Dreamville. They did the Revenge of the Dreamers 3 thing.
Yep.
I remember seeing that video. I've watched that video over and over of them in the studio, getting all the artists and producers together. So I always wanted to be part of something like that. And I had a bunch of demos, beats I produced and all, just sitting on my hard drive. So I dropped them in there. I was shocked at how many people liked what I was putting in the Discord. Yeah, and so yeah, that's how I got into it. I'm very excited for this album to come out. I've been waiting for so long.
Yeah. Real quick, just because a couple people have mentioned it, there was like, I think at the very beginning, it was like, I don't know. I think of it like the middle school dance where it's like boys on this side, girls on this side, like nobody really interacting. It was very much like everybody was just like in their own corner, not really doing the dance with each other. And as soon as people started to like be like, listening to each other's demos, they were like, "Hey, this is kind of hard. I think I could do some on this." I know for a fact, like Alan was ripping shit. It was crazy. Sorry, am I allowed to swear on this?
I think it's fine. Well,
Okay. I won't. No. Alan was ripping. He was going crazy on every single, like, it was wild. There were some days, there's another artist named DZH, or what Dante, who was just dropping stuff over and over again. I myself was like, I think I put a verse on everything. JDHD was dropping these like the production from JDHD, the verses that Young Prophet was dropping, the hooks that JDHD had on his beats, the verses that people were putting on stuff. There's a few other artists I can name drop: Musu, Quan, Not Shakespeare, Doofus, just a bunch of people. Just like, yeah, it was a very special process. But there was also this competitive edge to it where, and Alan and Young Prophet both said this as well, that it was like, because you're kind of competing for spots. You're trying to have the best verse on the song. You don't want to get voted off. Alan put it well. He was like, if I put 30 verses on this album, if one of them makes it, that's great. We made it very clear, like, your contribution does not guarantee a spot. You get out what you put in. If you put in 30 hours, chances are you'll get a spot on the project because just by sheer numbers. And so it was a very fun process, like the competition of it, as well as just like everybody actually being excited to like get on these songs. It was very special. I mean, it's almost like it's like going on Spotify, hearing a song you've never heard before and going, man, I wish I had a verse on this, except you can actually put a verse.
For sure.
an awesome way to Yeah, no, not to make this about me, but that just reminds me. I was involved in a group that was kind of like this, but it was a lot more disjointed, and I contributed to like 30 songs, and only one of them came out, and I was kind of like frustrated. So I get what you're saying. I know what you're talking about. Like I've been in that spot too, but
Yes.
like it's what you said. It's what you put in. If it has to be good enough, and it's like when you have other spots you're competing with, of course it's going to be competitive. So it's awesome that it seems like you guys. It sounds like you guys are like on most of the songs. It sounds like this three group, or it just happened to be for this one. Is that what you were saying?
There's going to be a lot of Alan and a lot of JDHD and a lot of Josiah across the project. And I think, Young Prophet, are you on a couple of the,
I'm on 2.
yeah, 2 of the songs, but there's more songs that will come out later. I mean, we made like 70 demos, so we're going to still put out more songs and EPs and stuff after the album, as well as whatever new fresh stuff we make later on too. But this, I think there's maybe 3 songs that it's me, Alan, and JDHD.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think just to think out loud, I think Infinity and Listen are the 2 that come to mind. But
Everybody loves Listen.
yeah, Listen's crazy.
Still pump that.
Yeah,
JD versus retard.
not that word. But yeah, that's yeah, it was definitely for leisure as well as it was for sport.
I get what you're saying. You know, JD, I'm curious on so on this beat. I mean, the whole song's amazing, but the beat was what caught me initially because that's just the jump of it. Are you an instrumentalist at all? Was this all just program stuff that you did, or sample based? What was kind of the process of making the beat?
It was a mixture of both. So it started with a sample that we had to later replay, so we didn't have to clear it. So it started with that, and then I just played stuff around it. And yeah, that's a lot of my stuff. It's just so most of my stuff is really just instrumental based. I try not to use too many samples because of clearance and all, but I do from time to time. And yeah, this was one of those.
Cool. Oh, so you're saying you re-recorded the sample so that you wouldn't have to clear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my girl Audrey, she has been somebody that I've worked with for years and years and years. Is just the most insane producer and most insane pianist that I know. And the sample is so like the piano sample. I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to play this, but I sent it to her and I was like, we need this sample because otherwise we're gonna have to clear it or replace it, and it's just not gonna be the same song. And she was like, "Give me time." And like a couple hours later, she sent me back this stem, and I was like, "I love you so much."
Yeah.
Love Audrey.
That's amazing. Yeah, because our system has kind of been sensitive with stuff. So when I saw that it didn't get flagged, I was like, thank God this needs to come out. I didn't want that to be any holdup. So I was curious. Is it from like it was like an old soul thing, or what was it originally originated from?
Yeah, it came from TrackLib. I love TrackLib.
TrackLib's great.
So, yeah, it came from there. It was just 2 little sections of one of the songs from there that I just repeated. So
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, guys, I'm super stoked on this. I mean, like I said, like it's one of the best tracks I've heard in a minute. I think one of our best releases to this point. So I'm super excited about this future with you guys and what's coming soon. Is there anything else you guys want to shout out about the future of the project or anything else to look out for?
Musu Musu is a gem, bro. And they don't know that, Josiah. Like they're not gonna know that. I'm saying that right now. They still don't know it. Like it's gonna go one ear and out the other. But when it comes out, yo, they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
Yeah, it's true. Shameless plug, Musu Musu. That's our girl. She did also just drop a song today and has an EP coming out next week. So also JDHD, I don't want to plug for you, but you recently put out a project. I don't know what's coming up with Alan, but yeah, Wide Awake is always moving. Definitely tap in with the gang at Wide Awake Global on Instagram. Yeah, Wide Awake Wednesdays. We don't want to compete on New Music Friday, so we wanted to start our own thing. And yeah, Owen, thank you so much. It means a lot. I know that for me, it's my first feature, so I appreciate it greatly. I can't speak for the other three, but it's very special to feel recognized in this way. I know Wide Awake is it's a beautiful thing. It's been an honor to be a part of, and it's just cool to be able to sit here and represent that and be here with three artists I definitely look up to and admire. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, definitely big retweet with the Musu Musu. Me and her have kind of been locked in ever since. We met through the showcase. And like Josiah said, she's got single dropping today. She got an EP dropping. I don't even want to give the date because I know how she is. She might change it, but the EP is definitely dropping.
It's uploaded. It's next Friday.
It is? Oh, so it's locked in? All right.
November 28th, Black Friday. It's out.
Okay. Yeah, so her EP is coming out. I'll be on that too. Me and her have like a bunch of singles and stuff we've recorded. So me and her will definitely be locked in a lot. And you'll hear a lot from the both of us. Because I dropped the track with her and then she dropped the track with me like within the last couple of weeks. And then I have a new single coming out. I want to say November 29th. It's kind of like a alt rap type of EP, trying to get out of the boom bap stuff and just like, you know, saying vulgar bars over vulgar beats for a little bit. We'll definitely be tapping back into that right afterwards. And yeah, it's just Dez everywhere, ITS, JUS, DZ, and kind of like Josiah said, this was a big stepping stone for me as far as like actually being able to work on a project with people. Like I've sent in tons of verses, asked for tons of verses, get no response, things like that. So it's like finally being able to submit a feature, work on it with people, kind of get from step one to the beat to the last step of us like doing this as far as like promoting it, has been a really cool process and something I haven't been lucky enough to be a part of, but I'm very, very glad that I am now. So.
It's Young Prophet, spelled YUNGPRPHT. That's everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Tidal, Apple, all of it. Yeah, I'm making music. I'm putting on mainly on Instagram. I'm just putting on clothes and showing it to y'all. But I'm gearing up. Something's coming. I'll let you know when. We'll talk later.
Yeah, and I'm on Instagram at this is JDHD. Yeah, working on new music. Probably try to get something out next year. Still working on that. I also do want to shout out, this song came out a little while ago, but it was one of the demos that we had for the album, and it didn't make the album, so it became its own song, Gold Mine. It's with
True.
Doofus, Musu Musu, Alan Ward. I produced it. It's a banger. I listen to it almost every day. Gotta tap it with that.
Also, shout out JDHD. As far as like overall favorite producers, I know a lot of people have like their super producers that people hear about, but JDHD has definitely become one of my producers. When I hear one of his beats or a beat pack comes out, I'm immediately like ready to rap. And like I can't say that for a whole bunch of people. Like the only other producers I can say that for, like there's some YouTube producers I've come across that I feel that, but like honestly, it goes like Earl, Vince, Alchemist, and then like with after a couple spots, it's probably JDHD.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so definitely big shout out to him.
How do you feel, John?
He's in there though. He's really in there though.
If JD knows, I've even reached out to him like about his project. Like, bro, I will put a verse on the project if you want, just because like I fuck with the beat so hard. So yeah, big shout out to him. He's definitely become like one of my favorite producers, whether you want to say underground, out and out, whatever. Just like with like favorite producers, when I hear the beat, I'm like, damn, I want to rap. He's for sure one of those people. So
Love that.
Wow. Well, I appreciate all your guys' words. I mean, yeah, to respond to you, Josiah, of course. I mean, it was really important to me to highlight this release because I think this is awesome. I'm gonna be out here campaigning for you guys, trying to make sure this project blows up. I'm really excited about it. Really hyped and really happy that we're all in this together and a part of it. So really appreciate you guys sitting down. This has been awesome.
Yeah, we're both in the Chicago area. We gotta do dinner sometime for sure.
Yeah, we got a link. Yeah, we also our office for stream is in Chicago, so you can come by the
Yeah.
office anytime. Let me know.
Fire. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rodrigo, as well.
Yeah, thanks, Rodrigo.
I
Appreciate
love it. I love Rodrigo. He's awesome.
Yes, appreciate you guys. Thank you for having us. Absolutely.
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
Of course. Well, we'll all talk soon. But yeah, I appreciate this, guys.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.